Alright, hello, and welcome back to another stream of Genshin Impact. Today, we're going to be tackling Dia's story quest, but first, let me check my sound. Alright, testing. I think that sounds okay-ish. Maybe. Let's see. Does that affect matters at all? Testing. Alright, I think I'm good. Alright, so with that said, let's hop right into it. Move my butt over here. Alright.
Look into it. Tough adversary, but at least it doesn't hide anything. What you see is what you get, and whether you take on the challenge is entirely up to you.
Don't know if we'll do a second game or not. Depends on how long the Dia quest takes us. How worn out I am, how late it is, y'all know. Spring of Mint. Enjoy 3 of Jafar's dishes. Ah, alright then.
Yeah! Let's get it on! Shine down! Hey!
Where's the other one? Ah, there it is.
Everyone hold hands! Decided by destiny. There is no escape. Hi!
Alright. Hold on. Got my mouse wire all twisted here. There we go. I think that's better. Now to reap the rewards of this violence. There's one in it all the way over here. Yep, I got it all. Alright.
Illusion shattered. Hey.
Regret.
Shine down.
And boom, boom. Alright. Alright.
I see everything. There is no escape. Let's get it on.
There we go. Now for a touring light show. Alright. Turn this into Catherine right quick. And I maxed out this week's Battle Pass requirements. I should tackle the Spiral Abyss at some point, but that is not for today. Today is Dia Story Day.
Thank you for
So, let's hop to it, Lifeblood.
Hey, Dia, you're back. Are these two friends of yours?
Yee.
Oh, so you've already become like one of us then? Well, that's good to know. Anyway, since we've got a newcomer, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Akhmar's been up to lately. They've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets.
Oh
They
dear.
even attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
Even the most ferocious beasts still protect their own. But it sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn to merchants on the black market. A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their next violent operation.
That's terrible!
Including food in that is somewhat humorous, but
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora. A few days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange. Rather than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Wait, a power struggle?
I mean, if they're attacking their own, that checks out. I was thinking about it.
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics. If their only goal was Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. That's the only plausible explanation we have. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. It seems they're also trying to keep things under wraps.
I mean, that makes sense.
Oh,
Don't
one
need to be
last
airing
thing we
your dirty
discovered was
laundry.
that over the past few years, as the Khan al-Ahmar became more and more active, Deshret's relics as a whole became a lot weaker.
It sounds mighty strange to me, too. Harun, you can leave the rest of the investigation to us. Gotta say, though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone. Sounds like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. The Khan al-Ahmar is your father's crew after all.
What he said. Besides, Dia, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your experiences.
Yeah. And while they went to talk with Khan al-Ahmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked. Any survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
Ah, Hisham and Khalaf. You're here, too.
We rushed over as
You
soon
don't
as we saw
sound
you
too
come into
enthused.
Caravan Rebot. Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from her.
Is it the power of Electro?
Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Hey, what about Paimon? Feel anything special?
You feel like a black hole for food.
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Of course! Paimon is the traveler's most important guide. Wherever she goes, Paimon will follow.
Oh. In that case, then you'd better take care of her too, Dia.
Don't underestimate Paimon!
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the Traveler here. Even if she had only survived on sheer luck, then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
Smug Paimon.
I had no idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by appearances.
Oh, one other thing, Dia. When you're free, why don't you update the deputy about your upcoming schedule? We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Main. You weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt guys. The deputy put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing. Only a few people chose to stay, and that really got to him.
Aw.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to bring him some great liquor next time. I left in a hurry and I couldn't make it back in time for the event.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade's main selling point, after all. Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more smoking hot members into our ranks.
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows.
Damn.
The awkward
Brutal.
silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
I don't think you were part of the brigade yet.
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that, and you weren't even gonna tell me?
They seem
All
embarrassed
right.
about it,
We
so
can tell you
yeah.
about it later. Now's not the time.
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
Are they always like this?
More or less. There aren't many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. We're used to just speaking our minds. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. And if that doesn't put an end to it, then you just challenge them to a fight.
They
But
start
we
fist
also
fighting
don't
like a
tend to take
big
many things
cartoon over
too
there.
seriously.
They're
Being
chasing
direct
each
and
other in
getting
the
it all out of your
background.
system as soon as things come up is better than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it. That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. It's hard to stop once you get used to it. Though, I can never do that when I'm with the Homayanis. Hey, knuckleheads! Can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
Yeah, you hear her, Holloff? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation first. I drew up a map. Right here is the spot. There you'll find the merchant caravan responsible for getting rid of Dakan al-Akhmar's looted goods. All you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening. They'll have no idea what hit them.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards to everyone else in the brigade as well.
Will do. You stay safe, Dia.
Alright, let's go kick some ass.
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time.
Yay! Stakeout with Dia.
It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so let's all be careful.
Okay.
No need to worry. She knows her way around a fight.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. After all, we still need to get information out of them. Here they come. You ready? Let's not give them a chance to react and end this quickly.
Will do. Let's see this trial data they gave me. Her weapon, full Nova supplies, Constellation 3, and 8s across the board.
Shine down. Everyone hold hands.
That's close enough. Feeling lucky
Written
today.
in the stars.
Buckle up!
I'll be back.
Damn, just obliterated. What's that bitch?
You're the Flame Mane.
Good. That saves me an introduction. All right, time for a little talk. Are you buddies with Dakan al-Akhmar now? Tell me, what are they after?
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer. What makes you think I'd talk?
Hi, Frost.
It might have worked on an
There,
amateur,
mobile
but I
edition.
know you're just looking to protect your reputation. Think about it, though. What's
Glad you
your
could join me
reputation
even on
worth
mobile.
if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like, I don't know, your limbs or eyes? You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
Kick his ass, Dia. Break his legs! It's alright,
I'm not
Paimon.
joking around. We can do this the easy way or the painful way. 2 seconds.
I'll save you the trouble.
Did
Are you crazy?
he take a cyanide
Trying to
pill?
bite off his own tongue. Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
Oh, okay. Classic biting own tongue thing. Okay. Alright, that was,
I definitely didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just passed out from the pain.
But Why would he be so extreme?
Good question.
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them. I didn't expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Well, he's out cold for now. We could wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further.
Yeah, he needs
What should
his
we
tongue to
do?
talk to us.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking. There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area. Maybe we'll be able to find something. I'm really sorry.
Look, he did it to himself. I'm not concerned with him. There are weapons in the box, as well as a bunch of medicines and bandages. Seem like Doppel Markmog is really up to no good. There are lots of daily necessities like food and water in the boxes. Doesn't seem like anything noteworthy. Not only does he need his tongue to talk, even if he could talk, he not knows you're not willing to sacrifice his life. Well, she didn't threaten his life, only his
He found a piece of
limbs.
paper with a bunch of names on it. Maybe it's a
So I
record
guess
of
that
something.
checks out.
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan, they should have a record of their transactions. Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti.
Damn, I would have never been able to
All
pronounce
familiar
those names.
Dakana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and medicine. It seems that in the past, they used to receive some canned knowledge as well. This caravan
How is the
just
canned
one
knowledge
link in
trade
their
now that
logistics
the
chain.
Akasha is shut down?
Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora, and the funds will then be passed to a specific person. That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods, which will then be brought right back to Dakana Lakmar. Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final transaction?
No value?
Yeah, every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of Mora, but the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered.
Maybe the more amount just happened to cancel each other out?
Perhaps. But they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all? Anyway, the next
I
part's the
mean,
records of
we
the goods
suspect it's a
themselves.
power struggle, so
There are a lot of
probably not
entries.
too concerned
Everything
with
was
profit.
probably sourced from the rainforest. Huh?
What's wrong?
Shazamon Homayani?
Homoyani? You mean Dunyarzad's family?
Oh shit.
Could it just be another family with the same last name?
We would only
I'd be
be so
surprised
lucky.
to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shazamon Homayani is Dunyarzad's father and the head of the Homayani family. Just what the heck is going on here? I'm sorry. You're right.
Well,
I'll
he's your
consider what
dad.
we
He might be
found and
targeting
not
you
jump
by
to
targeting your
conclusions just yet.
friends. So, you know,
But what this piece
there's
of
that
paper
layer of
confirms is that
potential
the Homayani
awfulness.
family has been providing goods to Dakana Lakmar.
What if the Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with Dakan Akhmar?
That's a possibility, but if that was the case, why is this caravan specifically named Shazamon as their person of contact? They could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Rebat or Port Ormos. Yeah, funding violence and looting. The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid the proceeds from the sale of the loot.
But why would he do something like this? It's not like the Homayanis are in need of money.
I honestly have no idea. I've been to their estate many times, and I've never noticed anything suspicious. The only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment costs for Dunyarzad's Elazar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past? But that's still just a speculation. I don't think the Master would stoop so low to make Mora. You're probably right. I know my lady's personality. and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from us.
But what should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
There's
If
also
you ask
the
me,
potential
we
that
already
someone
have
is
no
using
choice
his
but to
name
confront her about this.
as a
I'm
cover
not
in
worried.
case the
It's too early to make a
document
verdict yet.
was
I
uncovered.
still have faith in the Homayanis. Let's go find my lady again. We'll tell her everything and see if she's willing to lend us her support. If we're lucky, we can not only figure out the mystery of this paper, but also follow the trail of breadcrumbs to the people responsible at Dakan al-Akmar.
Dia, are you sure this is the best decision? What if instead of getting the help we need, we just end up revealing everything we've discovered to the enemy?
I don't
I've
know if
considered
you're
that possibility.
using a
But
cover
even
is the
still,
easiest thing to
I
do, though.
want to tell her what
It
we
would be
found.
easy, though, if you're
I
like
think I owe her
one
that
of their
much. True friendship
main
is built on trust.
retainers,
She
though.
showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't repay her kindness with doubt and suspicion. That's not how I deal with people.
You're right. Paimon wants to trust Dunyarzad too.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
And that's just assuming her dad isn't a piece of shit. Man. If he is, though, that's gonna be two bad fathers in one quest. What a deal. Either that, or it's extortion. So, you know, 3 possibilities. I would check out with it just being labeled as delivered.
We're back, my lady.
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then. Well,
Actually, we're still investigating. It's just that we've discovered something strange.
I see. The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Actually,
Something like that. Yeah.
considering what we currently know, if, now this is just random spitballing. I mean, if Dia has been here for a while, being the bodyguard for Dunrazad, and she's been trying to keep distant from her father, my assumption that I feel the strongest about is that the father has been using goods and whatnot to pay off Dunrazad's father to leave her the hell, or not Dia's father to leave them the hell alone.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found,
That's my
it's not
assumption.
been very encouraging after all.
Oh, hi!
Please
Welcome to the
sit with
stream.
me. Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up.
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father or anything like that.
Yeah, that would also check
How
out
should I
in
put
the
this?
lack of moral amount for
So
this
something
for those
is
deliveries.
wrong. Even the traveler
If it was a
Paimon had been
bribe.
uncharacteristically quiet. On any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a smile and shouted, "Dunyarzad, we're back!"
The Genshin is impactful.
So tell me, what happened?
We're doing Dia's story quest today,
Well,
My lady,
and depending on how
please
long it
prepare yourself
takes,
for what we're going to tell you next.
we might do something
It
else
concerns
afterwards.
the master.
The master? You mean my father? Okay, I understand. Don't worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can. My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
Yeah, it makes as little sense to us as it does to you. I've never
I mean, I've
doubted the
already come up
master's
with 4
integrity,
theories.
so I'm
He's
having a
Dia,
real
so
hard
you
time
know it makes a
rationalizing
little
how
bit
he
more
could
sense to
ever
me.
support an infamous brigade like them. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
I can't help but agree with the traveler.
huh? You mean you feel the same way, Dunyarzad?
Thank you for sharing all this information with me. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while. In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out of his way to hire Dia?
I mean,
About
Dia
that.
did round
Well,
up the
the
entire
Homiyanis
Core of
really
30
needed bodyguards,
in the main
so
Archon
they
quest.
reached out to the Blazing Beasts. Later,
Sure,
the
she had
Master
some
told
help,
me
but
that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen,
yeah, she
and that I should stick around to
kicks
become
ass.
one of his bodyguards. He offered me a pile of Mora, so I just signed on.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question. Just think about it. Why did my father specifically reach out to the
Because
Blazing
Dia's
Beasts?
hot.
Maybe
Yeah,
the Core
I
of
could-
30 just
I could
didn't
get
have
that
anyone
reasoning.
available, or maybe someone recommended us. I've never given it too much thought. I think I get what you're saying. You'd think none of this was a coincidence.
Precisely. At first glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense. If my father had always been in contact with Dekan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dia into our house.
Ah,
You mean the
keep
goal
an eye
all
on her.
along was to get Dia to be your bodyguard?
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago.
You may
has no
have cut
control over
ties
my
with
life
him, but
anymore.
he's probably
That still doesn't rule out the
not been happy
possibility
about
that your
that.
father has still been trying to influence your life without you knowing.
Yep. Yeah, that checks out. She looks
So, the
pissed.
Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. Regardless of his reasons, if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
We'll see how well
Is
that goes.
Really the right thing to do? My father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same. However, the Homiyani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness. If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homiyani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Dia.
Aw.
It's all right, Dia. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was that thing about friendship again? Right, yeah, true.
What was that thing about friendship again? I don't know. There's a lot of species you can make, Paimon.
I'm getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed in people. In which case, my lady, could you ask the Master to come out and have a chat with us?
We'll decide
Sure
after
thing.
that chat if
I
we
also
decide
hope
to
you'll
just
be able
suddenly
to
use
give
our
us
burst on
a
him
logical explanation.
and do
Let's
the
meet at the usual
or
place,
thing.
Usual place? Ah, right.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do.
Thank you for coming, sir. Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the Traveler, and next to her is her travel companion, Paimon.
Ah, yes, my daughter has mentioned them from time to time. It's a privilege to finally meet them in person.
You better have a good
But
explanation,
we
or
may
you're gonna
skip
get
all the pleasantries
or-ed.
for now. What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
Well, We wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention. There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
So, that's what you found? Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Well, it's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. What I do know, though, Dia, is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Oh dear.
Wait, me?
Yes, I understand perfectly why you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price. And sometimes, as they say, ignorance is bliss. Your father, Kusela, and I both believed that.
Look, that was only
Of course,
really
you have the right to
a
seek
blissful
and learn the
thing
truth,
until
but
they started
I must
causing
warn
a
you,
lot of problems
the
recently.
facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind. If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
Who's Kusela?
Heartfelt efforts? I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not sure I follow. I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support. I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people
I
and
thought his
causes
name
that
was
I've chosen to
Alcal.
cherish and fight for.
I thought his name
None
was
of
the
these
name
things
of the
have
group.
anything to do with him. I came here today to support
That
you as the
word that
head of
has
the
a dash in
Horiyama
it that I
family.
can't say.
No warning will change my stance on that.
I understand. Then let me tell you a little story. Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyarzad was just a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby Eremites lent us their support. Those Eremites were Kusela's brigade, Dekan al-Ahmar.
Not for nothing,
Kusela's
but could
men
you show
told
us
me that
this
the
in an
attackers were
animated
Eremite
cutscene?
mercenaries, just like
No.
themselves.
Damn.
I was shocked. Why would Dekan al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow Eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyarzad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
Really? I never knew.
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age.
Okay.
We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was a devoted father.
I mean, he's also kind of a shithead.
To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time, and offered everyone generous remuneration.
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door.
That's her
The man
dad?
I knew to be strong
I was
and
expecting
healthy had been
one of the
reduced
more buff
to
Eremite
a
models.
shell of himself. He couldn't even walk anymore without his cane.
I mean, that
So,
checks out then.
what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all. He then suddenly asked me if Dunyarzad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own. At the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar. There was no need for her to have a bodyguard when she could barely leave the house. But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day? I was completely lost at first, until he recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary named Dia.
So he was the one who recommended Dia to you.
This actually sounds really nice and not
He
at
didn't
all
say
like the
it out
shithead
loud,
we've been
but
hearing
it was
about.
clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks. He was already beyond redemption, but He hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life. If Dia could
So the
stay in my
whole
house
one
and keep
selfless
working as a
act.
bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her previous life behind.
And that's why you offered her such generous compensation?
Yes, but not just because of that. From the moment that he asked me for that favor, I also began to see Dia as my own daughter.
Aw.
And that's also why I tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. I was willing to spend however much it took. Kusela saved my daughter and I all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that, acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dia's fees. I refused to take any mora from him, but he'd always sent me funds anyway. Eventually, I just accepted them as a token of his gratitude. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago. The letter contained a request to help him buy food, weapons, medicine, and even explosive materials.
Wait! Isn't that around the time that Decano Akhmar started becoming more aggressive?
Are you sure it's
That's
still
right.
actually from
When
him?
I started to hear some nasty rumors, I became wary. I wanted to meet him face to face to discuss things. But by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to
Oh
talk.
yeah, that's
If I had to
super
guess,
suspicious.
It's probably because he doesn't want to put Dia at risk.
Or it's someone, like part of one of my earlier theories, it's someone using his name now. There'd be a big reason he wouldn't want to meet you in person if, he's passed away, locked up, and someone's using his pen pal handle, basically. To try and get you to buy shit for them.
That thought occurred to me as well. I figured that he probably came to me for help because he had nobody else to turn to. After some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I turned down all his requests for explosives and weaponry.
I mean, that's
I
good.
am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to harm, but I could not simply reject his plea for help.
We're gonna go there and he's gonna be dead, isn't he?
It probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose a solution that made me feel least guilty about myself.
If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world.
Quiet.
If all he wants to do is steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
I mean,
No.
do condoms exist yet?
Feel that way?
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions. Another way? I don't know. I knew him, and he was nothing more than a childish brute. I can't understand what's going through his head. But I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet. We still need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
I'll do
My
my
guess,
best
he's
to
dead.
help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him.
That's my
alone.
theory.
I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with him. However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to be a mercenary in the desert and is now a member of the Corps of 30. He's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising with the Deccan al-Akhmar's merchant caravan. I think he should know Kusela's whereabouts. I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind at night outside the tavern. Maybe you'll be able to find him there.
Understood. Thank you, sir. Then I guess this is bye for now, unless...
I'll stay and be with my father here. To be honest, I'm still a little dazed and haven't finished processing everything quite yet. My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem. I feel like Our only course of action is to turn everything we know over to the Corps of 30 and let them render judgment.
Yes. I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose.
Or hear me out, we could take all the gods in my pocket and go decimate the entire brigade.
Huh? Who are you guys?
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps? Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that? Come with me.
You use the same model as the guy who bit off his tongue earlier, only with a mustache.
This place should do. Alright, back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Perfect
Wait,
disguise.
There's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk this out. What are your terms?
My terms, you give us all the info, or you get or-ed.
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I waited in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down.
You had no reason to turn down the opportunity to send in weapons and explosives. I understand food and water and whatnot,
We're investigating
those kind of
to
supplies,
Kanalapa,
but weapons and
we're
explosives?
gonna put an end to their operations. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first?
Don't make me go tell Sino.
Quite a bit more from my last run. Just give me a number, and I'm sure we can...
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right, sheesh. But you
If
gotta
we tell
promise
Sino,
us
this will be
nice
done
words
in a
for me
week.
later. They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert. Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling
Literally
you,
every
it's not on me
Aerobite
if they're
base
not
will
there
just
anymore.
be
Sure.
ripped to
And
shreds.
you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey, come on. Now you're just being
He already
unreasonable.
captured a bunch of people in just
Really?
one night.
And how do I know you're
And
not
then,
leading us straight
at
into
the
a
end of a
trap?
different
Don't forget,
string,
you're the one with
it
no
took
bargaining chips.
like 4 days
All right, I get it.
of him wrapping up
Why don't you go take a
and
look?
hunting
And
down
if they're not there
everyone who
anymore,
escaped
I'll
a
try to
different
figure out
thing.
something else for you.
So yeah, don't make us go get
Now
Sino.
that's more like it. Let's move. And as for you, try to stick around the city until we get back. You don't want us to call the folks from the Corps and have them drag you back to the city.
And by folks to the core, we just mean Sino. That's all we need. I know Chief Matra might be a bit extreme, but we know him personally, so you know, the extreme option's fun, bitch. Actually, technically, I don't think Sino is part of the Core 30. They're technically a separate unit, the Matra.
Stay close. No going off
It's like
on your own.
comparing the
desert doesn't
FBI
take
to
prisoners.
a security team.
Seems like we're in luck. That should be their camp right up ahead. Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves.
Or the CIA aid to
I'm here to see
a local
Kusela.
police force.
Tell him to get out here.
That's if he's still alive.
Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, so are you also here to stop us?
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
Bitch.
I see everything. Yeah. Hey,
There is no escape. Let's get it on.
She's so strong.
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just
We
bring
will
Kusela
start
to
breaking
me.
legs.
There's no use hiding him anymore.
He's dead, isn't he?
Did you understand a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second. Dia, the boss can't come out and see you anymore. He died a long time ago.
I fucking knew it.
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least, that's what the old man wanted.
Until someone started using his name to go cause hell.
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
so is that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's Relics must pay in blood for what they did.
Let me start from the beginning. Dia, do you know how the head of the Relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record. Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced, every person in Deshret's Relics were forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters.
Welcome to the stream.
Whether it be their deepest sin,
Dia's father
some
is dead.
unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit.
And someone's been using his
Records serve
name
both as a symbol
on
of
some
loyalty
stuff.
and the perfect
And I think it's been
material
these
for blackmail.
guys. While they've been taking revenge for his death. And they've been getting quite out of hand. A lot of infighting and whatnot. Yeah.
That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys who grew up with Dia and ended up joining our ranks. But you, Dia...
Apparently the
you were
guys
never
at the
asked
head
to
of the
provide a
relics
record, were
were
you?
the guys who killed him when he
I
tried
never even knew this was a
disbanding his group
requirement.
and
You were
going to see
probably
them
the
about
only
it.
person in all of Deshret's Relics who didn't know about it.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
We all knew he was doing that for you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
Was fucking off to another country not effective?
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this, and I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
Because you were too young at the time. How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight. Even his hair went gray.
So, even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
A few years
That
ago,
might be stretching
Boss
it.
said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me, but that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well. But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
I mean, he burned everyone's
From
records.
that
I
point
can
on,
see why they
the sole
killed him.
purpose of the Khan al-Ahmar became revenge. The big fire that Boss started was quite a blow to headquarters' strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack. Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end. There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
You need to chill,
We've
dude.
suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies, from food and medicine to weaponry and explosives. All we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies. We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends.
Yep, I
Thankfully,
figured that's what was
many
happening
people
there.
were willing to come to our aid. We were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured unspeakable pain to win many impossible
Okay,
battles.
but hear me out. What if you're becoming the very
weaker and weaker,
monsters
and
you
now
sought to
we finally have an
destroy?
opportunity
You know,
to directly strike their headquarters.
because that's what it sounds like what's been happening.
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life. Boss always loved
Yeah,
his
but you're
old-fashioned hero
spitting on his
stories.
memory by doing
Those
this
tales
shit.
about sacrificing yourself to save the world. We used to always laugh at him for it, but in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself. As for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an existence. But maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause.
Okay,
Maybe
but
we
you're
were all just
hurting a
acting
lot of
alone with
other
the play
people
in the
that aren't
beginning.
involved.
But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dia. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
I'll go with you.
Huh? Dia? You wanna go with them?
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil. All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed.
Okay,
Furthermore,
yeah,
I want to go see the
why
place
weren't
for
we
myself.
doing that
I
before?
want to know if my father
Is it a
still
place?
there.
Is it a person? Is
I
it a
know you
group of
don't want to
people?
get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag
Alright, let's
along.
take these gods in my
I can do
pocket and
this
let's
on my
go.
own.
Yeah. Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
Thank you. We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us.
You
in
guys
the
shut
last
up.
moment
You're
like
trying to
this.
kill a Hydra by
Considering
cutting
all
off
the
its
losses
heads
the
instead of
Rangers
going
have
for its
sustained,
heart.
We can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is, I owe him this much.
Let's go kick some ass. Let's heal up first. They didn't even... Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Frost. They're causing violence and getting nothing accomplished. You know, I joked about it before, but maybe this was a situation that maybe we should have just called the Mahamatra about. Sino.
Is this the entrance? We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here.
Should be. I don't think they have enough manpower left to post guards and defend their perimeters.
Well, now we're directly involved. So, Scorched Earth. The gods of Electro and Dendro have personally come to beat your ass.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
They should all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot left, it could still take us out.
Yeah, we'll know what they're
Why
really
did we
capable of
bother
once we've
even
landed
bringing
some hits
them?
on
We could handle this.
Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing now.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance with you here. I'll take the lead.
You guys can leave. We'll handle everything. Seriously, you guys being here could honestly just get you killed. I'm gonna look for treasure chest.
Take that! Eat this!
Alright, that's enough out of these guys.
Everyone hold hands.
Take that!
Fate is upon you. Look alive!
Regret. I'll be back.
Enough dilly-dallying.
There is no escape. Hey! Hi!
Honestly, you guys are just in my way. I know you're dealing damage,
Shine down.
but, you're distracting.
Try to keep up.
Everyone hold hands. Decided by destiny. Buckle up. I'm getting sick of this love.
Damn! Hit some Tinkays there. Hell yeah.
Illusion shattered.
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
Wow, this is a small area. You guys can still go home. We can handle this. You're really just a distraction in battle.
They went charging ahead without checking for any traps.
Oh, they're dead.
Hey, you guys okay?
They can't hear you. There's a brick wall in the way.
It seems like we just got trapped in here.
Oh,
Don't think we'll
okay. I
trigger
guess they
anything
can
else.
hear you. How?
Watch out, the enemy's coming from ahead.
Well, now that things have come to this, seems we'll have to fight our way through.
Don't worry about us. We knew something like this could happen. Go and take a look around. There could still be another way through. Let's go!
Well,
We
try
can't
not
let
to
the boss
die.
down.
Let's check if there's another way. The sooner we can make it through to help them, the better.
Let's see.
I
I
have
think I
no
see a way
faith in
through
their
over there,
prospects for
but
living.
it's being blocked by something. Let's try our luck with that mechanism.
Okay, let's go.
Should have just stayed outside. Just heighten color. Raise. There we go. What's up, bitch?
Commit it to memory. Yeah. Stuck alive. Yeah.
Another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
We just need to adjust it a little.
Alright, then lower this. Voila. That won't matter anymore? I don't think so. Da 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 da. You guys think they got themselves killed?
I see everything. Written in the stars.
Let's get it on!
All but one. Yeah, I don't have any faith in them either. I don't even know why they were here. Man, 12k, nice. Boom, baby. Alright, let's see. This just needs to be raised. Raised again. Alright, that works. That's hit head on, that's good. Oh, that needs to change color now. Alright. This needs to change color. Then we'll change it again. Boom, alright. Boom. Smart. Hey! Did you all die? You have to tell me if you died. Don't say anything if you died.
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it through from the other side. But as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectations.
Don't waste your breath. You have nowhere to run.
Come down here and get a knuckle sandwich.
Had I wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already. I witnessed the golden age of Deshret's relics. Even if I could leave this place behind, all that awaits me now are endless days of humiliation and ruin. Even now, my brothers and I still believe in one thing. The greatest should never live to remember their fall.
So you want to go out in a blaze of glory?
Well, we
Let
brought
us
Pyro.
draw our weapons. We will show them the true power King Deshret bestowed upon his followers.
You aren't old
They
enough
are but two,
for
but
that.
we hold within ourselves the entirety of the relic's glory. Wave 1, charge! Eliminate them!
Oh yeah, this is cute.
Hey!
Adorable.
Don't think that
So when do we get to the real fight?
we're just getting started.
Hurrah!
King Deshret will not abandon any one of his followers.
Fate is upon you.
Now you're testing my patience.
Buckle up.
Buckle up, bitch.
Brothers,
Hurrah!
this is where we prove our faith.
You all just want to die?
None of us plan to leave this place alive.
Slice and dice!
Where do you think you're? There is no escape but will meet again.
Look alive.
Boom, bitch.
The commander has finally fallen.
But they're still coming at us. This place is like a gladiator's ring. They just keep coming no matter how many we beat.
Yes, keep fighting. There's no need to fear and no need to back down. This is our last stand.
When the next wave comes, try to draw away their attacks.
I don't know, we were
I'm going
handling
to
it
see
pretty
if I can
good.
Take out that high platform.
I mean, they can't have infinite people. That took a while for him to run
Get
through.
out of
Just
my
like,
way.
yep, that's certainly a pack. Oh, hey, they're alive.
Come and face me, Michel. Ugh, so they've broken through the front as well.
Apologies, Lord Michal. They fight like absolute madmen. No matter how much we throw at them, they just keep coming for more.
I'm surprised they lived.
So, it would seem like
Sounds like he
this
got
is the
stabby-stabbied.
end.
Time to pay for everything you've done, Michel.
You think I would give you that opportunity? I will be buried in the sand alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
Hey, wait!
Where the hell is he going? This place is pretty high up. What sand do you
Too
expect to
late.
bury you here?
It's over. There's no more need to fight. But if you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride, then I'll give you all a good beating as well.
The big ones look so
I
ashamed.
found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
Let's go.
Dorg is what they seem like. Have a chicken sandwich. Ah! Son of a bitch. Up we go.
Who are you filthy rats? And why are you always pestering us?
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics, and you still can't even tell who's made it all the way to your headquarters?
Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have?
We try to catch a couple, and you all just show up on the other side instead. How are we supposed to figure out what you're after?
Hey, have you ever heard of a man by the name of Kusela?
Why would I know? It's not like I'm in charge or anything.
This is your last chance to talk.
Hey,
Start breaking some
I
legs.
said I don't know anything. I'm just an average member here. I'm telling the truth. If you're here to find someone, why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people coming in and out every day?
The irony.
We'll make it easy for you.
His life became a light for so many, yet to others, it wasn't even worth remembering.
We'll make it easy. He
Where's
set
the
fire
records
to
room?
all the previous
Answer
records.
It's right over there. All the files are in there. You can go through them as much as you want. It's not like any of them still matter anyway.
I mean the old records room.
The old records room? You mean the one that got burned down? Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk.
Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about.
He's giving a physical
He
descriptor.
was
Calm down,
definitely
Edius.
faking it. We all let our guard down as soon as we saw him come hobbling in. But in the short time it supposedly took him to take a dump, he'd already gotten away and started a fire in the records room.
Imagine causing
Couldn't have
arson and your
possibly outrun us
excuse
if he wasn't
whenever you
a
went to
fraud.
do arson was,
After that,
hold on, I gotta poop.
Deshret's records fell into complete disarray.
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfectly aware of what he had done. Tell me, where is the old records room?
It's just over there. Go see it for yourself if it means that much to you. There's nothing left in there but ashes. No human could ever survive that kind of inferno.
Bashar, Tikriti, let's go. We'll leave the others here to guard these guys. Spare them no mercy if they try anything.
I couldn't find the bathroom, so I used the record rooms. Also, I had a lot of spicy Taco Bell last night, so now it's on fire.
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with a limp and sneaking in here to start a fire? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able to get out of here after starting the fire, right?
Yeah, unless he wanted to die here.
I'm sorry. I know it's just wishful thinking. Let's look around. Maybe we can find something that's been left behind.
I found a stick.
Is this a cane? It must be the one that.
Hey look, it's the
James
cane that
found.
was used in the flashbacks that we technically shouldn't recognize. But he should recognize.
Thanks for everything, boss.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
Let's split up and look around some more. What if something else has been left behind?
But what else could survive a fire like that?
It depends on the heat.
Huh?
There's a shockingly large amount of wood that isn't burnt. You must have used this as a torch or something.
Wait! Isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
The dragon is no more, for Princess Dia has slain it. Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dia, come on. This is the most important line.
Yeah, she's so embarrassed.
But Dia, you
Yeah,
defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech.
Aww.
Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
want you to do the speech. Oh god, no. Oh, this is gonna be so cringe.
Proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
Oh, thanks. Just sum it up there. Someone expecting something a bit more climactic? Oh well. Not everything has to end big evil explosion things. Or sinking pyramids, or...
What's this?
It's all Paimon's tab, yes.
Don't you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up tomorrow with loads of money. And Paimon said that she would get boatloads of tasty snacks. You looked super confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to say. These opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you to a special crash course on Paimon's life philosophy.
It's really my treat, but you get the point.
Hey, this way you get something from the both of us for the price of one. Anyway, the point is that you should eat to your heart's content. You'll feel better for sure once you've gotten something in your tummy. Dunyarzad will also be here shortly. She's already heard that we're back.
Aw, thanks you two. Honestly, this is very unlike me. I just had a lot on my mind on our way back, so I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, kind of a huge deal that your dad turned out to not be a piece of shit. I mean, he was still kind of shitty, except when it came to you, and literally everyone else.
But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace, and I was left feeling more empty than ever before. It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me.
I lost what was driving me, my hatred of my dad. Now what am I gonna do? Who do I hate now? Awkward.
Yeah, you're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world. But perhaps to us, it's the most worthless thing of all. Idrisi and the others all used to say that they would quit if there was no Mora to be had. But when it came to avenging my father, there was no Mora to be made anywhere. My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy. But look at me now. Am I any different? Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth, and nearly even shed tears for his sake. We're hypocrites. All of us.
I don't know if that makes you a hypocrite, but okay.
Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
Human condition.
Back. Are all of you alright?
Yep, we're fine. They didn't have any special bosses or big sinking pyramids or...
Many people from the Corps of 30 came over.
What else has
and
happened?
I just wrapped up everything with my dad.
We didn't have to dive into anyone's dream and fight a big-ass monster.
Huh?
Dia,
no dragons to slay.
A lot happened while we were gone.
No demons to be conquered.
I'm sorry. I really should have controlled my emotions better. I just...
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well. Truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like this.
No big evil mastermind to outsmart.
Even worse. You shouldn't need to comfort me.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing has finally shown me the difference between illusion and reality. My father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new environment. That thought has even crossed my mind a few times. It's like saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life? However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. This impulse brought me great turmoil, and even made me feel ashamed for turning my back on your father's kindness. But now that I consider it again, It all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am, and I will never be able to lead a peaceful existence.
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, I'm now thinking about taking on some small odd jobs. It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character in his play. Even if the ending
he
of
say
the
that?
story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary. One
I know
that's
there was
not
that whole
out for
inspired
more.
thing.
Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
We'll buy a
Thank
rug,
you
then we'll
enough
cut a
for taking
rug.
care of me this entire
What does that
time.
mean? It means dance. Oh wait, we're doing more stuff? I thought that would be the ending scene. Alright. Big boss right in the middle of the bazaar. Oh, there it is! Funny meeting you here.
Oh, this rug here is quite something.
I don't know,
The
it hasn't fully
craftsmanship is
rendered yet.
exquisite, and the fabric is also of high quality.
Oh, there, they rendered.
Here you are. Finally, I found you.
Hey, aren't you that mercenary who bit his tongue? You can still talk? Wait, are you here to take revenge on us?
Oh, Paimon, please.
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all in a fight?
I already got my
I
ass
need
kicked
to
by you in a
tease
fight, and I had like 5
I'll be
other
on my
dudes
way
with
to
me.
give myself up to the core after this.
And a Stumpter Beast.
Once I woke up,
What makes you think I can... I have the gall to take you on solo?
Them to your presence. But when I got there, I found no one except the members who were still too injured to move.
Ah, so you probably got there after us.
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves in to the authorities. Even that last camp was not going to last for much longer.
So now I'm
I had
unemployed.
cause
Fuck
to
you,
repay
Dia.
an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well do the same. One of the injured members gave this box to me, and told me that it contained some of the old man's last possessions. Everything left in the camp
It's,
would be confiscated.
It's an
So I figured I
unused,
should get this to you
expired
before the court
condom,
could get their hands on it.
a stick
Thank
that he
you.
thought was cool, and a very
No
shiny
worries.
rock.
We're
Thanks.
all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or
Just what I
judge
always
anyone for
wanted.
it.
Ooh, that stick does look cool. No, it's mine!
Everything that Dia's father left behind. Huh. It feels lighter than expected.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat. But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk. Ugh, it kinda stinks.
Perhaps it's just been left unopened for too long.
A handwritten copy of a storybook. The paper's already yellowed, and it looks like it's about to fall apart. It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use. If he was going to break that rule, he could have at least copied something useful.
Wait, what?
Probably means this was really
To possess
important
books for
to him.
personal use was illegal?
There's only a few
Why?
bags of children's snacks. The packaging's completely deteriorated. Maybe that's where the smell was coming from.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. He'd always say that he got them for me, but in the end, he always ate more than I ever did. Who even leaves snacks in a box like this anyway? Isn't that just common sense?
Your dad was weird.
Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, some buttons, some round iron tiles, a wooden toy puppet, a wool scarf, which from the looks of it probably belonged to a woman, and a hair clip? Why are these things here?
There's a lot that's fit into that
I'm
tiny-ass box.
suddenly feeling a little scared.
I'm sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of man he was. He probably saw this box as some kind of personal trash heap and dumped
I feel
everything in there.
attacked.
2 empty liquor bottles.
Okay, that was a very,
Tell
very
me,
small
guys,
box.
Are these the kinds of things that a normal person would leave behind?
Huh? There's something in the bottle!
Oh, you're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing didn't smudge. I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though. If I end up forgetting about it, it won't really matter. To Dia. It's a letter for me? It's all right. I'll just read it out. If he went to the trouble of writing a letter, there must have been some important things that he wanted to say. Or at least record down.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. Guess I don't have many days left. If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone. You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute. It's probably Idrisi's fault. He was never up to any good.
Way to shift the blame, dude.
Can you believe this guy? He can point the finger at himself.
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you would know not to feel sad for me, even if you end up finding out the truth. The reason being that I was never your father to begin with.
Wait, what?
Beg your pardon?
Surely, he must be joking, right?
I don't know.
Keep reading.
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 times cooler than some so-called flame main. Really felt like the whole world was under my feet. With just a teeny tiny bit of effort, I felt I could rule over the entire desert. But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day, and discovered a baby in the sands. It was you. You were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny that if the wind blew for just a little while longer, you would have been buried forever. But your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. Now that I think of it, you really were a bundle of energy.
Sounds like he's serious.
That's
I told Idrisi and
peculiar.
the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no other choice. I was their most esteemed leader, after all. It's not like I could just tell them that I suddenly wanted to play at being a father. At this rate, I'll puke up all the liquor I just drank from this bottle. Anyway, Dia, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
That's the end of the letter. In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little child. I suppose, or I would have suffocated under the sand a long time ago.
He was a good father to you. The fact that he wasn't a blood relative doesn't change that.
Yeah. It's just a pity that we had to learn the truth of everything like this.
Do you already have some ideas about the decision that he wanted you to make?
I do. If he first found me alone in the sands, then I want to try my hand at finding the person who abandoned me. I just have one
And
wish.
ripped the problem!
That there once existed a childish and foolish jerk with a heart of gold. And that only under his care was I able to grow and mature into the person I am today.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us? We go on adventures all the time. Maybe we'll be able to find some information for you.
Yeah, we don't often get
Sure,
part 2's
I'd
character
appreciate
story
it.
quests yet.
I wasn't expecting
It'd be a
you to
nice
be
change
so
of pace.
enthusiastic.
I think the only one we've gotten a part 2 for is Zhongli. Maybe one other? Maybe?
I'll help too.
Thank you. All of you. Thank you so much. My life has certainly had its twists and turns, but I've always considered
Robo
myself
Shogun
lucky,
was an Archon
because no
quest,
matter
wasn't
where
it?
I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kindness.
Well, that's that.
I've got great food and great drinks. Get your spices here. We got all kinds.
Do 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 do. You got any recipes? You do not. Oh, but you have more rice. Oh shit, I'm really low on the rice. Let's grab some berries while we're thinking about picking up food. Do 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 do. Pick up some stuff. Alright, let's go buy some more rice now. Ah. I wonder who Dia's parents actually are. Or if it'll even matter. There we go. Rice. There we go. Alright, I think I'll go ahead and close Genshin for the day. Let's first check on conversion. And how many wishes we got saved up now? 53, not half bad. Wait, done. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, sorry. Alright. So, I'm feeling like we can boot up something else here. Let's see, what should we boot up though? Got Monster Hunter Stories 2, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Dragon Quest 11, uh, you know what? I think we'll boot up Monster Hunter Stories 2. We've been enjoying that. Enjoying that a lot. Do 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 do. All right. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. There we go. All right, let's rumble. It's time. Huh. Sorry. I might need to drink another energy drink. Actually, hold on. I better go back in. There's something I should probably address. That is upgrading my weaponry. Because I've crafted it, but I have never upgraded it. And I haven't been hitting that hard with my own attacks in quite some time. Also, subquest. Yoink, yoink. Oh, we can turn these in. New gene slots. I don't know what that means. Alright.
Well,
hello, Smithy. Forge. Let's see what you can forge today. Rugged greatsword. Boom. Cataclysm blade. I don't have enough for this. These are really cool though. Plume flint. Lumu horn. That looks cool. Wait. I do have enough of these. Okay. Oh yeah, I am definitely lagging behind in power. Okay, I apparently need a second material for those. Fantastic. What about this? Okay, this I should be able to make. Alright. Now, for this, yeah, my bowling gun lance definitely needs an upgrade. Well, a replacement for the current moment. As for this, while I'd love to get this, I don't have any of these mid-grade ore materials needed. Sag. So let's see if we can't do this. Alright. That'll put us in better sorts for now. Well, armor. NG. Lumu! Oh, that's cute. Ooh, I like that. Great Jackie. I can upgrade it with some of this stuff. Okay, that's neat. Oh, don't have enough.
Thank you.
Do. Alright, let's see. Negates stench, negates wine, boost attack somewhat at 50% less. Increase speed when at full HP, increase maximum HP. Protection, reduce amount of damage taken, chance negates burn. Boost retreat rate of slain monsters somewhat. Increase speed when at full HP. Boost evasion. Boost crit rate. Let's go with this one for now. All right. Alright, Bagel, don't ask why I'm wearing the skin of one of your kind. Just don't ask. Actually, okay. Yeah, I don't have the one with me that has the weird charge thing. Okay, so to go over there, we're gonna need to go to there. And up there. Alright. Do-do-do-do-do. A royal monster, that explains my whiskers are tingling. You're not ready, let's sneak on by for now. That's the plan. That is the plan. Nope, don't have Ivy climb.
It's been a while. I came here with Red once.
You came here with Red?
It was a long time ago. He and I had only just met.
Don't hold out on us. Give us the deets.
Yeah, spill the tea, girlfriend.
Right?
From a very young age, Red was quite popular with the villagers. They all wanted to spend time with him, even though I didn't show much interest in him. For some unknown reason, he followed me around all the time.
Hey,
Hey, wait up, Alwyn!
Stop following me. You and your little entourage really get on my nerves.
Oh, come on, I just wanna... Whoa! Ouch! Huh? A monster!
That's Red's design. I guess it's meant to try and match mine.
Over here.
Hey, isn't that the mud flinger dude? I don't remember it having wings, but it had the same shaped head.
What are you doing?
Thank you, Alwyn.
Thank you?
Of course. You just saved my bacon.
Bacon.
All I'd done was chase away a monster. An easy feat. I couldn't understand why he'd thank me.
Hey, it's only natural to thank someone for helping you, right?
All I did was chase away a monster.
You're a real funny one, aren't you, Alwyn?
Come on. We need to find where it's hiding.
Let's go kick its ass. Do 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 do. The monster may be hiding in those rocks. Choose one and inspect it with care. Looks like there's a caravan stand nearby. Want to check it out? Can now use the caravan stand. I shall use it to save.
This
A
rock's
suspiciously
kind of a weird
shaped
shape,
rock?
don't you think? Looks inviting. Maybe we should take a load off?
I wouldn't hop on it.
Wait. You shouldn't sit on that.
I'm pooped. Just a little break isn't gonna hurt.
Doesn't listen.
Check me out.
Yep, it was a monster.
I thought so.
Looks like we found our monster. Okay, buddy, let's do it. Time to
You're
run
not
on.
quite who I thought you were. Alright, Frost, we found our rock monster. It's a very similar shaped head to the one I was thinking of, but not quite. The one I was thinking of has a much more bulky head. Bastros has a hard outer shell. Blunt attacks will work best here. Sounds like time to break out the hammers and hunting horns, buddy. Don't ask where I got this. I'm gonna guess it is a power type. Let's find out. Okay, use a tentacle. Let's see how... Alright, it's gonna keep using tentacles from the looks of things. Oh, and he's just gonna beat down Shock. Alright, Bagel. You're gonna be swapped out. Nice hit. Alright, Frost, time for your first battle. Double attack! Frost, when I switch you in, I want you to just keep doing power attacks. Capiche? Honey power!
Now, Shulk!
Chill.
Taste the chill of icy fangs!
Damn, man. Hey, run away! What a bitch! So the camouflaged monster was Basteros. Not surprising. We must defeat in order to protect the villages. It's gonna be disguising itself as rocks again. If you see anything weird, take a closer look. Alright, Bitux Man. Test Cobra. Do this. Power on power. Let's switch you for Ronmar. He's going power. We're gonna want to counter him with speed. Yep, double attack. Boom. Double attack! Boom, bitch! All right. Charge tackle! Man, this guy just does not go down. Before I lose it, I'm gonna use this. Thanks, the potion. I figured we gotta smash that. True White Slash! Oh, we cleaved right through it. Awesome. Is that a defense piercing thing?
Impressive display of kinship.
Is that why it always does so much damage despite the rocks? Alright, if we're gonna be facing that guy and he had some tentacles, let's change my lead monster to Frost. Okay, let's do it. We gotta rock this monster's world. There are some telltale signs to distinguish a real boulder from a camouflaged Bastaros. Stay alert. This is awkward. Might as well start grabbing these stones. You know, it's free rocks. Alright, this is a much smoother ride. My whiskers are tingling. I think I know which one it is. Or not. Nope, this isn't the rock for it. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Watch out, something's here. I just wanted to collect the stones. Surprise attack! God damn it. I was just stone collecting. I didn't think it'd have this consequence. Alright, monsters. Rust. Ass in here now. Double attack! Oh! Skills. Cheer, melee overtune. Swimming sounds. Absolute evasion. Let's go ahead and use this one. Get ourselves some passive healing going. There we go, it's taking effect. Double attack! Double attack! Oh! Right on! Kinship skill! Hunter's Claw! It's bleeding again. How can it move so fast with a body that big anyways? Probably at the corner of the motherfucker. I don't know what these points are for. I don't know. Got away. More than likely it's hiding among the rocks again. Oh well, guess we'll just have to find it again. Okay, so I can just collect these afterwards. Gotcha. Royal honey. Some of these rocks seem a little strange, so search around here. Alright. It'd be the one without moss, right? Yeah, this one. Got the drop on you! We're not letting you get away this time. Yeah, it seems like a lot of open space for that to do. Alright, Frost, let's go! Whoa. Switch weapons. Forward. Head. Tail. Stomach. Wings. Kill it. If you can break through its stomach outer shell, you'll expose its vulnerable underside. Crunchy on the outside, chewy on the inside, huh? Well, you know, all kinds of cool stuff. Save the compliments for later. Conceal. Concentrate on the battle. Double attack! Now that was a solid hit. If your weapons don't work, try using a barrel bomb. They inflict damage regardless of a monster's defenses. Sounds like good advice to me. Bombs away! Boom, bitch. Yum, 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 yum. Counter! Double! Counter! Double! Boom! Yeah, let's pause. Shouldn't it be downed? Or did we just weaken it? Okay, so let's try a little something else. Stomach's weakened. Let's try for the wings. Rock shield. That didn't work. I'll need a lance. Alright, piercing seems to work. He's aiming at me. I gotta step up to his challenge then. Fusing power. Ah, shit.
Don't lose heart.
Lost a heart. Oh shit. Frost! Okay, that's not good. Right on! Hidden ship. Aim for the wings! I caught one in my mouth too, I just noticed that. Alright, part broken. Okay. Let's see. Still have the tail. That's probably going to be a slicey thing. You need some health.
I owe you.
Alright. Good idea for us.
Now, Shulk! Taste the chill of icy fangs!
Boom! Hell yeah! I was right with the sword. Charge cut! Hey! Good choice. True Void Slash! Okay, it must have cut through everything then. Or general damage. Thing is quite durable. Just as I say that. That's complete. Phew. Now I can sit on any rock I want without worrying about it coming to life.
Well fought, my friend.
I'm glad our little game of hide and seek is over too. Alright. Phew, that was close. Looks like you're getting stronger. Now we tracked down the mystery monster to boot. Now the Elder's sure to admit we got what it takes. Let's head back and tell them all about it. Alright. Well, while we're here, collect some stone. And treasure. All right.
Elder, Zealot, we're back.
And the monster?
It was a Basarios disguised as a rock!
You're sure?
What do you mean, are we sure?
Without a doubt.
So, you ready to admit how great my buddy is now?
I may have been there to support them, but they put a stop to the beast by their own power. They fulfilled their duty as riders admirably.
I trust Alwyn's judgment. What do you say, Elder?
Then it would seem the time has come.
Yaha! I knew you could do it, buddy!
Alright.
The rite of channeling is a secret ritual that helps draw out a monster's hidden strengths. By combining the power of two monsters, you can awaken your monster's latent abilities.
You will learn better if you try it for yourself. Come to the stable.
Ah, here's the thing. Here it is. The rite of channeling can awaken new skills by transferring genes. It is time. Select the rite of channeling. Choose one monster to pass the genes and another to inherit them. Select a monster to inherit genes. Melee. Let's select a monster to pass on its genes. Choose carefully. Monsters you select will leave you after the rite is complete. This time you can use my Afternoth. Select the gene you wish to pass to the Afternoth. The monster you open gene slot. More slots can be unlocked with items or by leveling up. Next gene channel. Next, select an open gene slot with the next gene is in the slot. Monster will gain new ability. Only one gene can be channeled from each monster. Gene color indicate element. Patterns indicate types. List genes the same color. Diagonal for a beam makes monsters even stronger. Multiple universe. Understanding genes. Stack genes the same type to upgrade them and strengthen their effects. You can upgrade genes to a max of 2 types. Healing gene, recovery gene, soothing gene. The rite of channeling has awoken a new ability in your monster. The more you perform the rite with your monster, the stronger it becomes. Visit the stables anytime you wish to perform the rite of channeling.
Mastering the rite of channeling is an important milestone for any rider.
This is gonna open all kinds of doors for you, buddy! You'll be able to go to new places, do new stuff! I can't wait to see where you go from here!
Zellert, sir.
Hmm? What is it?
It's about the previous matter, sir. What should I do?
You again.
I'm no coward, sir. Really, I'm not. I know I need to go. I'll go if I have to, but I get so scared just thinking about it.
Hey, what are you so freaked out about?
My daughter lost a special stone in Alcala Cave a while back. She asked me to go and get it back for her. But there's a Yan Garuga in that cave. What am I supposed to do against a creature like that?
Not be a little
bitch?
bitch?
Really all you're scared of?
Well,
You
no.
are a little
It's also the idea of failing my daughter. How could I ever look her in the eye if I mess this up? If anything, that thought is even more scary.
I see. Well, there's no need to fret, mister. We can handle the monster for ya.
Hold on. Alright.
That should free you up to find the stone and get out safe, right?
Wow, you mean it? That way I'll be able to face my daughter again.
Sheesh, you're a real #1 dad. What do you say we get this show on the road? Next up, Alcala Cave.
Jan Garuga are awfully fierce. You shouldn't take them lightly.
Yeah, I'll be careful. You seem to be familiar with the area now. Alcala Cave is past the highlands. I'll mark it on your map. I got a feeling that guy's not going to get braver anytime soon. It's up to us to deal with Yin Gonrin. Or whatever the hell its name was. Alright, well, with that, I actually have to bring it to a close for today. So, I'd like to wish you all a fond farewell, and thank you for stopping by. If you like this, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube, and until next time, fare thee well.